here today to install Enduro Engineering Extreme Skid Plate and skid plate mounted linkage guard on the 2019 TX300 Husqvarna. Some of the tools that we're going to be using on this job are a 4mm Allen, a 5mm Allen, a 8mm 1/4" drive ratchet, a razor knife, some degreaser, and a paper towel. Now, to speed up the video, I've already installed the adhesive tape after degreasing the frame. I started with the cross member first and then just cut what was left over in half and ran it up the frame. Later on, after I get the skid plate all mounted, we'll go and trim that off. So the first thing we're going to do now is we're going to mount the rear cross member hook to the skid plate, and that uses the 8mm by 20, the shorter 8mm bolts. We're just going to thread these in by hand. We're going to leave this loose. So we're going to hook this on that cross member while we align it. So we got that mounted on there. Next thing we're going to do is take the strap and we're going to put it on the frame just above the engine mounts, and we're going to go underneath the starter wires. We don't want to pinch those. We're just going to lay that in there. They're cut out for the frame, so that'll be the down part. We're going to take our 8x40 bolts with us, and we're going to grab the frame, the skid plate. You want to keep your carburetor hoses there. We're just going to hook that on there, on that cross member. Just a little bit. Here's your trick part. You got to hit that strap with one of these bolts. Just kind of look up through the hole and line it up. Just want to start it just a little bit. Get one start. Enduro Engineering did a real nice job on custom fabbing these fit superb. Pretty easy to put on. Okay, we got both those started. We'll make sure that now we're going to take the 5mm Allen. Start tightening these front to back, back to front, alternating. Just a couple turns. Rear to the front. You want to make sure that you don't pinch any of your hoses that are in there. They look pretty good. Like we pinched any of them. I said, Enduro Engineering has done a nice job on this kit. I'm not going to Loctite these, just because I may want to have access up here. I'll torque them down pretty good. That's a pretty good fit. Now we have a mud flap to install on the front. That's where we're going to use our 4mm Allen and the 2 supplied nuts. That basically mounts in the front. Keeps mud from coming over the top of the skid guard. Looking pretty good. Now we have the skid plate mounted linkage guard to go on there. That's going to use the 8mm ratchet. I want to use these cupped washers, they'll fit right down inside here. Start one. we go. Complete job. About, I don't know, less than 15 minutes. Fits like a glove. Come over here and see all the coverage on that. It's got good coverage up high. Covers the linkage back in the back. Fits like a glove. Thanks, stay tuned. I think our next project is we're going to put a Trail Tech Endurance 2 on this thing and keep going. Thanks.